Hey everybody, back again for another video. This one is a little bit of a breakdown of Jeep parts. And, the earlier Jeeps, especially YJs in particular, their parts are actually kind of hard to find. And when you do find them, they're not even listed as like YJ parts. See, I had ordered the needle, this needle right here, the pointer, from a Wagoneer website, and it's coming as aluminum. It's an aluminum painted orange, neon orange, and all that other stuff. It's coming. These things, you've got people 3D printing them like this, especially from this seller. And the needle is like $50 plus. Some of them have remanufactured parts that are actually injection molded plastic, and they want like 75 for them. But when I get the needle in the aluminum one, I'm going to take it across the street to my neighbor and see if he wants to get it drawn up in CAD so that he can print them off on his 3D printer. And then when he's got his printed up and set up, he can throw them on eBay. He can make some money off of it. I mean, these things, they're on a wide range of vehicles, Chrysler vehicles with tilt shift like this. If you've got it on a column shifter and it's a tilt wheel, most of them use this model. But as you see, this little piece of plastic that it slips into, this little tiny clip, that's what holds it in. You can see the little clip right there. This slips right into there, and it holds this piece of plastic. This little nub here lines up with the top of this little curve here, and this just free floats, holding the needle, and the needle can slide in and out on that little angle. It slides in and out. This piece here, I have now found two people that sell it. One wants $250 for it. The other wants $60 for it. And it's ridiculous. It is. Now, I've got this 3D printer pen, Tech Boss. You've got power, and then you have your filament feeder there. You just feed your filament in. It's literally just little spools like this. It works similar to a hot glue gun. You got your power wire in there, and you press a button to feed, press a button to stop feeding. You could increase your feed speed, decrease it. You can adjust your temperature, and you just basically draw what you want. And I just did a little plastic piece. I mean, it's yellow, so it's the chroma key's trying to get rid of it. But it's just a little piece of plastic. It's semi-curved. I heated it up just enough to stick it underneath the piece and mold it to the curvature of, see this? Molded it to the curvature of that. I've got another nub that I'm going to lay out on top for this locking nub. And when I get the needle in, I'm going to build the outside box right here, this little box, around the needle itself, and then melt it to this so that I have the complete piece. And I've already been working with different thicknesses and different levels of this to see how thin it can get and stay strong. I mean, this is PLA, and it's only 1/16 of an inch thick, and it is sturdy as hell. So I know it can last. I know it's going to be strong. I know it's the same strength as this, and it's definitely stronger than the plastic that was in it, because a lot of the older plastics, it fails after a few years. I mean, it was lower density plastic. But I mean, I've got different plastic colors. I've got blues. I've got oranges. I've got all kinds of colors. If I can get this printed up and made, and it works, then I'm gonna ask the neighbor if he wants to CAD it up and build something similar to this and throw it up on eBay. Because if he can pop out a couple of these, I mean, look how small that is. We're talking. Let's see. We're talking inch and a quarter in length, and let's see. About 5/8, a little over 5/8 wide. I mean, that's not that bad. It's thin, it's small, it's itty bitty. I mean, we're talking just that big. He could print up a bunch of them, and hell, he can print both of these. Both of these at the same time. Do like 10 on one side, 10 on the other, and throw them up there. Boom. Say $30 a pop, or sell them as a kit. One of each in the kit, and away you go. I mean, hell, I'd pay $50 if it came both together, instead of 50 to 60 for this, and then 50 to 250 for this. That racket no comprende, man. But while I'm here, I wanted to highlight this Power Addicts FixJeeps.com page. He's talking about how to change out the indicator light. This light bulb right here. Now, he says that it is a 2825 bulb. It's not. It's not. This is not a 2825 bulb. The 2825 bulb is the exact same size and dimensions as a 198. A 198 is a what is it? It's called a. I actually commented on here. Where is it? There we go. Now, there it is. Yeah. The 2825 bulb is a wedge bulb. A wedge bulb is basically it's just the glass on the bottom with either one wire on one side, one wire on the other, or two wires, one on each side, and it gets wedged in like a Christmas bulb. But this is a smaller bulb, which is a 27, 21, 27, 22, or 27, 23 bulb, which is a wedge sub miniature. There's a whole slew of information about the different sizes of the bulbs. There's a website that I was on that I actually should have saved it just so I can show. Yeah, mcmaster.com. Yeah. I wonder if that'll be. If that would be in here. Here we go. Yeah. This is what I was talking about. These are the bulb sizes. Because the 2825 is a 12 volt bulb, exactly the same size and dimensions as a 198, and the 198 is what is it? 0.3 or something in size width, and these are 0.02 or 0.2. They're much smaller. 198 will not fit into that space. It won't. I have a whole bunch of them. I did all my dash lights. I did all my lights for in the radios and the air conditioner, everything. I did all of them. They're all 198s or 2825s. This one is much smaller. Now there's the another one that will fit. It will fit, but it will not work. And that is the 73 and 74 bulbs. They're the exact same size. They're the exact same look, with the same prongs on the ends. They have the same look as this, with the little nub on one side and then the nub on the other, and then this little bottom nipple. They look identical, but they won't work because they are 14 volt. It won't work, even if with your vehicle running it, and your system's charging, and charging system, you're usually at like 14.6 volts if it's working right. These bulbs won't work because they are on a fused circuit, and it's kept at the 12 volt. There's capacitor, or not capacitors, but diodes. Whatever the limiting thing is, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's limited to 12 volts because these are long life bulbs. They are 12 volt, and they are either 1.2 or 2 watt or 2.3 watt bulbs, depending. So you can't just go to the store and be like, oh, this one's the exact same size. You've got to get the right kind, the right style. You've got wedge, you've got tubular, you've got the sub-miniature, you've got the wattage, you've got all these different things that you have to go through. Type, beam angles, beam spread, everything. And I had to go through this entire site and check different ones, and then I went up to AutoZone and I bought one pack, which comes in 2 bulbs of each style that was exactly the same size, which there was like 8 styles, and we're talking like $7 a pop for 2 bulbs, and none of them worked until I got a 2721. And Then I was like, okay, so the 27s, that's where we're going. Then I tried the 2722, and it worked. 1.2, 2 watt, good. Okay, now we know 12 volt and this wattage and this size. And then I tried the 2723, and it worked. Now, the bulbs that they have at the store were the yellowish dim bulbs. So I put on the brightest one, and I left it there. The 2723, it's the brightest one. It's you've got the lumens here. The 2721 is 6 lumens. The 2722 is 13, and then the last one, the 2723, is 19 lumens. So you have a brighter gauge to read what gear you're in. Now, I went on Amazon. I bought 3 packs of LEDs, 3 different LEDs of this style, this size, and they're all listed as compatible. I got the white, I got the green, and then I got another one which is red, and I'm going to see which one looks better with the needle that I got, because the needle that I have coming is a neon orange, so I want to see how it reacts with the light. And if one looks better than the other, I'll go with that. If they all look like crap, then I'll just stick with this one. But I'm just going to keep these bulbs and the LEDs as backup and spares, because I've got like 6 boxes of bulbs just for vehicles, and I've got dozens of different headlights, taillights, blinker bulbs, LED, incandescent, halogen, all the high output ones. I've got boxes of them, and I go with whatever works best. I've got bulbs up here. I've got got another thing of bulbs. Where's the other one at? No, it's around here somewhere. Oh, whatever. But I've got bulbs falling out my nose, man. It's just I've even got these bulbs for the Christmas lights, and Christmas was months ago, but they're on the desk because I was trying to get a part number. And it's just how it is. But for those who are wondering, this is remember. Yeah, the piece goes in here. The light goes up here. This is I had to rebuild mine because the bolts, wherever the bolt piece is on both ends, snapped off. Went through plastic repair, all kinds of stuff, fixed it up, repainted it. Looks fantastic, but that's where that is. Here's the actual diagram of it. That's the part that everybody's after, but nobody makes. There's the pointer, and even this guy here. This diagram is not for a Jeep. It's not. This was the diagram from some other Chrysler vehicle that uses the exact setup as the Jeep YJ. There are currently, I think, eight different model vehicles between 1984 and 2000 that all use this exact same part. Guffaw. It's like all these vehicles use the exact same part, but nobody makes these parts anymore, and now you either gotta get used or reconditioned, remanufactured, or find somebody on eBay that makes them. But and then to fight with people who are like posting videos and be like, hey, this is this bulb. And it's like, no, it's not. It is not. I mean, he pulls up an Amazon link and goes, yeah, these are the bulbs that that fit that. And it's like, no, it's not. It looks like it. It does. It does look like it. But this width right here is way too wide. When comparing the two bulbs, this one to the proper one, it is way too wide. This bulb will not fit. And there's more proof to that being a fact is a bunch of comments saying this is not the bulb. See, I got the 2825 bulb, but it's bigger. The old one is missing, and the only housing received the bulb does not fit. Bought the one of these things that doesn't fit. Bulb doesn't fit. There's a bunch of them, and then there's my comment correcting the mistake that he made, claiming that this was a different bulb. And I'm not always correct. I make mistakes. I'm human, just like everyone else, except for Democrats. But I'm not going to sit here and put out, oh yeah, this bulb is this bulb because I say it is. No. I have my bulb. This is my bulb. This is my bulb. This is not a 198. I mean, anybody out there who knows the 198s or the 194s or the 2825s knows that this is way too tiny. We're talking itty freaking bitty. We are at less than 2 centimeters, which is right around 3/4 of an inch. And then it is 3/16 of an inch wide, or half a centimeter for the British. Yeah, and the actual size of the 195 is a little over a quarter inch. So I mean, we're talking 3/16 to 5/16 difference. I mean that's there's an 1/8 inch difference in size. And I mean, before putting any information out, making these claims, at least make sure that you have the right number. Make sure that you have the right wattage and voltage too. I mean, it's only proper. I mean, yes, the bulb that he's talking about that fit actually go behind these lights, these dash lights. These are your bulbs that work for that. And then behind this plate, the bulbs are way different bulbs. I mean, they're ridiculous bulbs. But again, they are not what is highlighted in this video. But I picked up a wood burning kit with this little flat piece on here. That's what I'm going to use to smooth out these guys a lot better, and actually, mold them and melt them together, I guess, when I get the other piece in, because I Kind of lost my my little heating spatula for this that actually came with the kit. I'm actually mad about that. I like that little spatula. Good spatula. But I'm off. I am heading to another world, another dimension. Probably gonna go and play on some Call of Duty or something, or do some PUBG. Maybe even hit up Grand Theft Auto online and kill some peoples. Yeah. But see you guys.